Yeah.
Oh, look at that.
Hi.
Oh, look, we're live. Hey. Hey, what's up, y'all?
Oh, wait, I forgot my scared excited. No, not excited. My scared look.
Yeah, look scared.
There you go.
Look terrified.
Look terrible.
Did you want to share it with anybody?
I already shared it for
He
her.
did.
Oh, with a...
He shared.
Okay.
I shared it to her
shared for me.
page.
All right. All right. Well, we got a few people joining us already. 5
So
to be exact.
do I
3 of
shut
them are
it off
probably
now?
right here.
Do I shut it off now? Or
Yeah, you're good.
okay, I can put it in my pocket now.
You can put it in your
I'll put it
pocket.
in my-
I love it when she's asking you how to use her phone. How do you share this thing again?
I don't know these things.
Hey, guys.
I can share it on
It's
very
a-
few limited things.
It's a share button again?
So what we got going on tonight at midnight?
What's this little thing right here with the 3 dots and the lines connecting them and shit?
How do you use this thing? Hello?
All right, so we're ready to get started just for So, welcome back to another episode of the Unframe of Mind show where we have uncomfortable conversations without a condom. I'm your host, Daniel Wagner.
Anthony Trewick.
And we're going to roll the intro. All right. And
Welcome back.
welcome. Glad you could join us. We did this a while back, Anthony. We did this kind of late night, impromptu, unplanned, no notes kind of show.
That turned into like a 3-hour show.
I know. And,
I don't think we're going to be able to do that tonight.
yeah,
but
right. We're adults now. We have things to do.
I got a bedtime. No, I don't.
You're gonna muscle through and do a 3-day run with no sleep.
Dude, I'm going to have to take some sort of speed or some shit for the next couple of days.
Yeah, well, I'll keep
all the
you
crap
busy.
I got
Don't worry.
going on.
Don't worry. We'll keep you busy. So, just for those who are joining us, we've got a special guest in studio, my mom.
Yo, mama.
Oh, wait. I forgot
Yo,
the
mama.
scared look. I'm scared.
Are we mom or are we Patricia?
I don't
Pat.
Pat.
If you say Patty, I'll come
This
kick
is
your ass.
Patty.
Hey.
So,
How you doing, Patty? Yeah.
I'm leaving.
First time ever our guest has just said, fuck you guys, I'm out.
You're welcome, Patty.
You guys
to
are a
the
bunch of
show.
insensitive pricks. I can't stand any of you.
I don't know you anymore.
So,
Wow.
Anyway, last time we did this, we were just kind of out here chilling, hanging, not really, didn't have a particular direction to go, but we were just kind of interacting with people in the audience, and we were just telling stories, and it was with our friend Mark a long time ago playing guitars.
We had a few to drink, and
we did have a few
live
to drink.
music.
Yeah.
And so that was it was actually quite good conversations we had, giving all things considered. You know?
So we're gonna have to. You got some big shoes to fill. So basically, you're gonna have to play us a song, sing it.
Well,
do us a.
I'll tie it up right now.
Talking to the mic.
Hello.
Just put it on your chin.
The lady.
It's not the first time I've told my mom to put it on her chin.
She does have how many kids?
Okay, wait a minute. The lady that you have doing the intro sounds hot.
She sounds hot.
Sounds hot.
She totally was.
She totally.
Yeah.
She's hot.
She's hot.
I spent like $10 on that intro, and I tipped her an extra $10 because she did such a great job. Yeah.
She's hot.
She even
That's a
gave
great
me like
voice.
3
Cheap,
extra. I
cheap,
couldn't,
but hot.
Yeah, I couldn't get the intro down because she had a certain word count. I couldn't get it under a certain amount, so she's like, just 3 extra words. It's no big deal.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, cool. So I tipped her extra. She did.
So now you got to tell us.
I'd tell her to put her on my chin. I mean, put it on her chin, my chin. I'll put it on my chin. Shit, I don't care.
Have her sit on your face,
There
right?
you go.
There you go. You like the moist type, don't you?
Yeah.
okay. This is getting fun.
Okay.
So what you got to tell us? What brought you to Tennessee? What was the purpose of you guys coming down?
His job? Or do you mean here or
Here, Daniels.
to Daniels.
Anthony doesn't know you, so you gotta fill him in the blanks.
What brought me to Daniels tonight
Yes.
is my grandchild graduated that's pregnant with my great-grandchild. That's okay to say. Okay to say.
It's okay to say.
Okay.
Yeah.
And we came out to see them and to be with and to meet you and to meet her and to meet. I know nobody
Everybody.
knows who her is.
Yeah, her. Yeah. By the way, we've got a small studio audience.
Yes, live studio audience tonight.
This is the first time we can actually say that legit.
We've got your 12-year-old sister.
Right.
Okay. We got my friend of mine, Becky. And then your dad is also in the studio audience for this evening. He's not giving a shit. He's over there piddling around on his phone and
Nobody knows why we're laughing.
Nope.
If anybody wants to know.
Listen, if y'all want to know, you're going to have to come join us in studio.
He was jerking it.
He was.
Anthony, that was secrets.
I think that was that blue thong that you got me.
It might have been. He said, he really likes that
mm-hmm.
blue thong.
That's right.
Yeah. You still feeling the effects from the roofie?
From the roofie?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was funny because during the graduation, I get up from the chair, and then I'm just stumbling everywhere. Like, I'm high as shit, and I'm not. Yeah, that was fun.
I roofied his water.
She did.
She's good at it.
I
am. We roofied you.
I took a lot of naps when I was a kid. Now I know why.
So basically what this sets up and now for me is basically I can get any dirt I want on Daniel tonight.
Oh, hell yeah, you can. I mean, no,
I
would not.
Was he a brat? Was he just a pain in the ass child?
Yes.
Was?
Yeah, he is still a
Is he
pain
still
in the ass. It's not as bad as he was when he was in, but he was a fucking pain in the ass.
Wow, a fucking pain in the ass. You are a pain in the ass.
I was so good at being a pain in the ass. I get extra adjectives. I get like a string of expletives and just a sprinkling of adjectives.
You
it's fun.
get these fucked up stars that, one little side is folded over. It feels like a little ghetto gold star is what it is.
Exactly. Him and his brother Michael, oh my God. They weren't as bad as Leanne and Ryan.
No.
Seriously?
Wow. Oh
as
my
much
God.
as we fought?
These guys fight like an old married couple.
I did say that earlier, didn't I?
Yes.
They came in the house and started bickering with each other. I said, you guys would make a cute couple.
Yeah. They you and Michael argued physically. They argue screaming, and it's like you can't sleep because you get woke up like, ah! And these guys were just like, Mom, get him off me! Help! He's beating the crap out of me. Usually it was him beating the crap out of Michael, but
right.
Michael did get him back one day, though.
What did he do? Yeah. I want to know this one.
I'm like, I want to know this one. Let me tell me the story.
You're like, what? I'm getting old. I forgot.
He was always hitting Michael, and we said, just hit him back. So one day, Michael comes in all granny-faced, and he comes in, and he's been crying, but he's kind of like, hiding his face. And it was like, what happened now? Michael said, I hit him back because you told me to. He punched him in the face, and he never did it again.
Wow.
Yeah, we went rounds.
Yeah.
He and I don't know why. I love him to death now. He's amazing. It's probably because of my tutelage.
Yes.
Now, I would say that you two have probably one of the most open relationship between a mother and a son as far as the way you guys interact, joke around, the language, the sexual innuendos. Most mother and son relationships aren't like this.
Yeah, a lot of people freak out when they hear stuff like that.
So as a parent, have you just always encouraged Daniel just to be just himself?
Just himself, yeah.
Just himself. Okay. Have you always been that way yourself or no?
No.
No. Do tell.
I used to be shy and quiet.
Really?
And then later on, it was just like, not.
So what got you out of that, that shell?
At some point, you're like, why do I give a shit? Whatever people think.
Exactly. Having kids.
Having kids is what did it for you.
God.
I can believe it, yeah.
And then telling Michael, I actually told both of them, we'd get in a store, and it's like, do you want me to get on that loudspeaker and tell everybody in this store what you're doing? Because I worked there at Kmart. So I was going to tell them. And they were like, no.
They're like, no.
Now they'd be like, go ahead, Mom.
Yeah, please do.
So
Please do.
I often wondered, because this is the first time I met both your folks. And I was always kind of let me rephrase that. I was always kind of wondering where you got your height from. Your
height?
Dad.
Sure as shit ain't my dad.
I know. I saw your dad.
To be fair, I've never actually met my real dad, so.
Oh,
it's a running joke. It's a running joke.
I figured it was
this
the
is my real
milkman,
dad.
but no, I seen your dad.
Allegedly.
I'm like, this dude's like 6 foot tall.
Oh,
and then I look at you, and I'm like, oh, it makes sense. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
It.
So you walk. Yeah, that makes sense. You walk in. There's my dad, and he's like eye to eye with you, and you're like, what the fuck?
I'm like, where? Because then you got another sister that's 21 who is taller than you.
She's taller than me too. Yeah,
Michael
actually,
and Charlie are too.
Every sibling that I have that's reached adulthood is taller than I am. I'm the shortest. I'm the oldest, but I'm also the shortest.
Wow.
Yeah.
Same with my family. I'm taller than my sisters that are shorter.
Wow.
The youngest is usually the tallest. So you got a lot of growing to do, young lady.
Yeah, you do. That's crazy that you have a 12-year-old daughter.
Yeah, it did strike me when you mentioned the dynamics of our relationship, how we're real open, and then the fact that we're saying the things we're saying, talking about the things we're talking, and meanwhile introduced my 12-year-old sister's here as well.
I know.
And most people would hear that and be like, "What? No, they're not. No, you don't need to talk in front of a child that way."
So
It's
basically,
hell,
your
they're going to hear
son-
about that shit at school anyway. They're talking like that anyway, probably from the time they're 6.
So your son has got a aunt that's younger than him,
Yep.
correct?
Yeah, so just to break
Okay.
this down, my mother,
Okay.
who is joining us in studio tonight, for
Right.
those of you who are just joining us,
Daniel's mother. Hi,
she has 6 children. I'm the oldest of 6,
Okay.
and she has one child that is younger than my youngest child.
And y'all were joking earlier about how you're going to be celebrating graduations about the same time, finishing out parenthood. Parenthood.
Right.
Yeah, he's going to
So-
get done before me.
Yeah, I'll
And
finish.
And
I'll
you
get
are
done.
too.
I'll get done before you as well.
Yeah, we'll be done with our parenting careers.
God, isn't that the way it always is? Men get done before women.
Did you ever? I
we need
can't
a bell.
argue this.
We need a bell.
Ding, 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 ding. Tell her what she's won, Bob.
I want curtain number 1, please.
Shit, we don't even have any curtains yet.
Damn.
No, we don't.
She can already see what's behind them.
Yeah, there is curtains back there.
Those
See,
are
we got
windows.
curtains.
Yes.
Damn it.
Those are drapes. Duh.
Oh, fine. Whatever.
The hell.
I tell
Yeah,
you
we're-
what, this has been a lot of fun. We got anybody in the chats right now?
Yeah,
I see several people that
we
are
got
on.
We got a
so-
chat or two. My brother's watching. Becky's watching. She said, my sister and I bickered often too. Ryan. Yeah, my sister and I bickered often too. Yeah, that's strange. I mean, I guess it's not so strange, but siblings sit there and bicker all the time,
Mhm.
just pick at each other, just going nuts with each other all the time. And then, like, at some point, most of the time, it seems like they mature out of it and they get along great, and now they're like best of friends afterwards.
Yeah.
It's like, what's up with that? Like, why is that even a thing? I mean, I'm just throwing some questions out there
I don't know,
to ponder, but
Charlie and Heather and Michael, if Michael would yell at Heather, she would go to him anyway for comfort. It's like they were like peas in a pod. I don't know. She'd get in trouble by us, she'd run to him. She'd get in trouble by him, she'd run to him. I did.
okay,
Weird.
makes perfect
Weird.
sense. I think that's a male female thing. I think.
Yeah,
I
they did
think it
bicker a
is.
lot though.
Yeah, I think my sister's just a woman, so you understand, right?
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying.
I mean, I've got a
vaginas
younger
and all that.
Yeah, no. I've got a younger sister. So me and my sister, God, we haven't talked in ages. I guess you could say. And last time I saw my sister was back the celebration of life for my stepdad Jim. Was the last time I saw my sister was last July, so it's almost been a year ago. And me and my sister have never had a great relationship ever. So it's always been kind of nice to see your family and how well the kids get along with each other. I mean, tonight, for the most part, from what I'm seeing, they do get along.
Yeah.
You know, and it was really nice seeing everybody sitting down at the table together. I miss that.
Yeah, that was awesome.
I come from a big Italian family, so Sundays used to be
13.
Huh?
13. That's the number of people we had at my dinner table tonight.
And it was
Everybody,
so
yes,
awesome.
everybody was sitting
And
down.
if it would have been
and
16, I'd have squeezed in 3 more chairs.
we would have made it happen.
That's
So
right.
it was just really nice, everybody sitting down together for dinner. And that's something I haven't had since my mom has moved down to Florida.
Mm-hmm.
And so it was really, you kind of get that sense of a family.
Yeah.
And even when I come over on Wednesday nights for the shows, even if it's not all of us, we still sit down at 6 o'clock for dinner most Wednesday nights anyway. So it's always been kind of nice to see that. Is that something that you, I guess, brought him up on doing?
Yes.
Was the family dinners?
We always had family dinner in the
Now, was that every
Dining.
night or?
most.
Most
nights,
nights?
most nights when it could happen. I mean, I know there was a period of time when both parents were working. She was working at Burger King late nights, and my dad was working, and just the schedules were just all out of whack. That was crazy.
Yeah.
But we make it a point most times to eat in the dining room, and sometimes we'll move, everybody to the living room or,
But you guys were always together and enjoying that family time.
Yeah.
That's something that you just don't see anymore.
Right.
I think that we just kind of live in this society now to where everything is just so fast paced. we kind of forget to slow down to do that. And I think with this whole coronavirus, it's kind of reeled people back a little bit to kind of spend more time with their families.
Yeah.
Hopefully not beating the shit out of each other, but
yeah.
But for the most part,
it scares me for a lot of people that is actually a reality. They spend more time with their families, and now they're realizing how shitty their relationships really are.
Yeah.
And it's really got a magnifying glass on it now. And the coronavirus is the least of their worries in this point.
But then there are those families that do, or have, kind of.
Are you arguing with me right now? I think you're fucking arguing with me right now.
Get over it.
All right, fine.
You'll love me later. Love me a long time. No, but it's good to see a friend of mine who still believes in those values of a family sitting down for dinner, and that's just something you don't see anymore.
You know what irony is? It's when your anarchist atheist friend has more values and principles than most of your Christian and nice.
You know what? I
Patriot
actually,
friends.
for the first time on this show, I cannot argue. I cannot argue with you on
Isn't
that.
that sad? That honestly breaks my heart. I see a lot of so-called Christians that are
a lot of truth
not
behind
living
that,
their values at all. It's like when you come to your values from a different standpoint, I think you actually value them more when you actually come to them through logic and reason. At least for me, I don't know if that's. But when you're told what your values are supposed to be through society and through, just growing up, I don't know that you hold on to them as tight, and you might take them for granted, if that makes any sense.
No, it does. I mean, go ahead.
I see a lot of them going, you this, and look at them, and it's like, doesn't it say, judge not, lest ye be judged yourself? But they're sitting there judging, not going their Christian route that they say they're trying to do.
Now, that's one thing I don't agree with. I judge. I do. I'm sorry.
We know you do.
I'm not going to lie about it, though. I'm not going to pretend like I don't, like most people
Honestly,
do.
do you
Everybody
judge me?
judges. Judge
From
you.
one friend doing it. Now, see, the thing I love about our relationship, we're pretty, we tell each other like it is.
Yeah, you know all my judgments.
Right.
That's the difference. I'm not going to judge you behind your back. I'm not going to be secretly in my mind thinking one thing and telling you another right to your face. I'm not going to lie to you.
Yeah.
If I have an issue, we'll talk about it. You had an issue with me. You got mad, and we talked about it. We got over it. We had,
Yeah,
you get what I'm saying?
I remember that.
Yeah, and it wasn't. And I mean, it was just like, I apologize. It was a misunderstanding, and we got through it. It's just I'm going to talk to you, and if I have an issue with you, I'm going to talk to you about it.
That was our only fight that we had.
I know we did have a fight. It was brutal.
Did.
The makeup sex was great though.
It was fucking awesome.
I taught him that too.
But
just be open and upfront.
That's the thing that I can honestly say by learning this about Daniel has made me appreciate our friendship even more, and it's something that you ought to be proud of, is the fact that we don't judge each other. I mean, if we have a problem with one another, we tell each other.
I literally just said I judge you.
No, you don't.
I just said that.
No, you didn't.
I judge you. You know what I like about me and Daniel? He don't judge me. It's like you're not even listening, Anthony.
I'm not.
You never listen to me.
Now, you two, am I going to have to ground you to your room?
That's probably not a good idea.
Okay. We'll close our ears.
No need. No need.
I don't want to hear TMI. No.
Oh, what are you talking about?
If I ground
Where
you
the
to
hell
your
did you go with
room-
this?
I'm sorry. I'm uncomfortable with this.
Do you have a condom?
I do not.
See, it's without a condom. You're uncomfortable without the condom. Good job.
I don't know what else to say after that.
I just like to practice making babies, that's all.
Yeah. I mean, no.
Yeah.
You should not talk like that.
Yeah, I know. Shouldn't talk like that at all.
Like, dude, it's my mom. You're talking like that in
And I
front
forget
of.
that you have a
I
sister
never-
that's 12.
How rude.
I'm more concerned about your sister over here that's 12.
That's all right. She blocks it out. If they're kissing on TV, she goes.
That's what
She
Zyler
won't
does.
look back
That's
until
what
it's
Zyler
done.
does too.
Do you ignore a lot of this stuff? You do? You can say something. It's okay. No. Are you shy? Am I putting you on the spot right now? No.
Her
Okay.
whole face
You're
is
lying
turned pretty
to me.
red.
It is, isn't it? But
It's
no,
my mom.
going
Raising a
back to
good
what I was
little liar
saying
there.
is that one of the reasons why I do value the friendship that I have with Daniel is that we've always been straightforward with each other. And he's never bullshitted me, and I've never bullshitted him. Although sometimes I wish he would come to me more about personal things. We had a conversation about this earlier. He's a little closed off in that department, but you know what? Over time, I'll peel back that onion little by little.
Yeah.
He did tonight.
It bit
but
me in the ass too many times. And it's not anything against you. It's like, you talk to people, you open up to people, and they betray you.
Yeah.
Of course, at that point, I don't any longer need to have a relationship with you if you betray me. but it's the damage has been done, so I'm a little bit slower to kind of open up about things. And
you came around tonight. You did.
Yeah, and a lot of it, honestly, it's a part of it is a level of maturity that I think I've reached where it used to be I would just kind of like be venting and just bitching about my problems to other people.
Yeah.
Not really sharing some stuff I'm really troubled with, but just really just bitching in general about stuff that was bothering me, I was pissed off about or whatever. Very immature style griping. But as I get older, it's like, well, those issues I have with this other person, those are their issues. If they want to talk about it, let them talk about it. I'm not going to sit there and keep making, talking somebody else down. They know what they did. They know what their mistakes are. I'm not going to talk shit about them, behind their back or what have you. I'll just say something like, hey, I got an issue with this person. That issue, they know what it is. If you want to talk to them about it, you're welcome to, but I'm not going to sit there and I'm just not, that's their business. Mm-hmm. That's their issues. I'm not going to sit there.
But would you agree that you still need somebody to kind of go to and
yeah, absolutely. It's trying to find that balance is a matter of finding a good way of, a healthy way of discussing it with somebody you can trust and somebody that is not going to, betray you. Somebody also that that's going to be more impartial, and I know you will, and I do open up to you sometimes. And the thing is, it's like I don't want to talk to somebody who is just there to be on my side. You know what I'm saying? I want somebody that's going to be able to say, yeah, well, you might have actually
thought about this.
Yeah, you might have actually been a dick in this case, and I want you to tell me that. If
you want somebody to hold you accountable for that.
I will tell him that, won't I?
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, same thing that you would do with me. No different.
Yeah, so. Because if I'm coming to you, I'm not just looking for some kind of reassurance that I was in the right and I did I'm that person's an asshole, right?
Agree with me or get out.
Agree with me or and some people do that. They'll sit there and come to you with a problem, and when you have the audacity to say, well, there might be another possible solution to this or another possible explanation for this. Maybe what did you think about this or did you think about that? Oh, well, you just I'm the asshole all of a sudden for bringing it up. It's like, no.
I think part of when people come to me with things, I've learned how to process a situation and then come back to that person later and just say, hey, remember when we talked about this? Well, have you thought about doing X, Y, and Z? Mm-hmm. Because sometimes I think you can be a little biased with your friends because they are your friends.
Yeah.
And, you do want to be their cheerleader. You do want to be on their side, like, what he was talking about. Mm-hmm. But I've learned as I've gotten older is that if he came to me with something, all right, well, I'll think on it. And then next time I see him on a Wednesday, remember what we talked about the other day? You came to me and talked about, well, this is what I kind of think about it. Have you thought about this? Have you thought about that?
Yeah.
But the reason why I brought this up is because you shared something with me. I'm not going to get into what was shared, but I appreciated that. Mm-hmm. Whether you know it or not, I mean, I read it and I was like, okay. Because I haven't processed it.
Yeah, a little insight into, and you already know what my values are, but you got to kind of, I think in that moment, I showed him a text message that, but, and I showed you as well.
Right.
So, but you got a moment to see kind of my principles in action, actually applied to real life.
Right.
Does that cross your mind at all? Did that?
No, it did. Yeah. It kind of, I guess
reinforced it.
Well, yeah, it reinforced it, but it also just made me sit back and realize, what he's talked about and the principles that he upholds is very much in what I've just read.
Yeah.
Now, I don't pry too much into his personal life. He doesn't pry too much into mine, which is respected. But I also know that there's been other times when we've dealt with certain situations, which I didn't particularly have a part in being in. I just kind of happened to be there when it happened. But I think he understood more than ever the way I am towards him and his family.
Yeah.
Very protective. He saw that for the first time. It's something you just kind of learn over time when you go through certain things. Mm-hmm. And, so to be a part of your, daughter's graduation tonight was a big deal for me, whether you know it or not. We're not two sensitive dudes. We're not. And
speak for yourself, asshole.
Don't let them lie to you.
I'm
they
sensitive
are.
as shit. I'm fucking tearing up over here right
no,
now.
You're not. Whatever.
Okay, I'm not. Whatever.
Your balls are sweating. That's the only thing tearing up.
So, Jimmy Webster from the comments, he's on Facebook. He says, "Why don't y'all have on your fart shields?" We were.
Oh man, you forgot to wear them.
Yeah. We were. It crossed our mind we were going to wear them, but the thing is, we only had 2 of them made, and
but you can't see us wearing them.
Yeah, well, it wouldn't be fair though because we've only got 2, and then she'd be exposed, and it's like if we're gonna have her exposed, we might as well all be exposed and just share around this virus like a big happy family.
Hell yeah.
That's how we roll.
Who's that said hello? Time to something.
Time to see clear. I don't know. Hello, time to see clear from YouTube. Thanks
Hello.
for joining us. If you guys could share, get your other folks in here. Let's have a good conversation.
Do you want to come over here and say hello?
You can.
My sister has become very interested, and that's fine. Fabulous.
Hi.
Hi.
Is that all you're going to say?
Come on back here.
Don't knock my water over.
So this is Daniel's youngest sister. I almost said daughter.
I mean, at this point, we're in Tennessee. Sometimes you just can't tell.
Right.
It's
possible.
Know.
I'm just saying.
Okay. So tell the folks your name and where you're from and how old.
Leanne, 12, from Tennessee.
From Tennessee.
I came from my mama's. Never mind.
Wow.
She shot me out her twat. You didn't hear that. Shh. You didn't hear that.
Got a boyfriend?
No,
Why?
I don't know.
That's not good enough.
Okay.
All right.
No dude's good enough for you? No.
Not yet.
I understand.
We aren't going to let her date till she's like 30.
30?
30.
30.
That seems to be the going age.
Nowadays, the new 30 is the 30 is the new 20. So probably wait till she's 40.
Okay, you're 40. Can't date till you're 40. 50. Got 50.
So have you enjoyed your time being here?
Yes.
She's so quiet.
Somebody at the door? Who's at the
Yeah,
door?
Ryan.
Ryan,
He backed off.
Ryan, go away. Door shut. You guys get along good?
Barely.
Barely. Am I just going to get one word from you?
Yes.
I knew that was coming. I love it.
You can go back and forth real quick, and you'll just get him one answer.
I know. I'm just like,
Here's that's and that was another episode of Kids Say the Darndest Things, or in other words, she don't say shit.
don't say shit at all.
I know. See, that's the problem. You, as an interviewer, are failing in your duties. You're asking yes or no questions. That's an excellent point.
What
Thank
is
you
the
for that.
meaning of life?
6.
Did you say 6 or sex?
6.
6. Okay, well, she's got that Tennessee drawl. You
Man.
want
Don't
I
make
go
sure
ahead.
we're
Six.
communicating
This is
clearly.
6.
So what do you mean 6? What does that mean exactly?
6.
You can.
She
Look,
has no
You're
idea.
gonna have to unpack that for us. I get you were being a smartass, but now we're holding you on the spot.
Yeah.
Now
And
you
you're
gotta
gonna have
tell
to
us.
unpack that. Why? Because I know. According to some, 42 is the answer to the universe, isn't it?
Yeah.
So why is 6 the meaning of life? That's the question.
Are you going to unpack that for us?
No.
All right. Well, thank you for coming on the show.
Okay, you can go back
Did
over
you
there.
really just huff into this thing? Now I'm going to get coronavirus from
Yeah,
you.
she blew her nose on it so you can get corona even
Ooh.
better.
That's so gross. Did you just do your mom's that way too?
She did her mom. She did her mom.
So tell me from y'all's perspective, you guys are like 3 hours away. I've been off work forever, and it's like because of this lockdown, we're not really sure if we can even visit necessarily, or we staying in our houses. We're kind of everybody's keeping to themselves. Like what is this
I have not
experience?
seen hardly anybody actually stay in.
Mhm.
Of course, I've actually been in.
But you usually do.
But when I do, yeah,
Usually.
it's like Mom said. My mom, your mama, she said it's just the same as it was before. We're just having to stay in now, but we stay in
Yeah.
anyway.
Yeah, that's pretty much. I mean, I guess I can understand if you're like typically one of the nightlife and you're out always doing stuff and hanging with friends and very social butterfly.
That's
Anthony,
very much me. Yeah.
he might be suffering with this a little more than I am, but I am very much an introvert. I am happier than a clam right now.
I call him up. Daniel, what are you doing? Hey, man, you need some help? I'm just like looking to get out of the house.
Yeah.
And I've always told him, I said, if he needs help with anything, just to give me a call.
Yeah.
And then I came over one day to help him out with something. He was like, no, man, sometimes I just like to, just to not hang out with anybody. I'm like,
It's terrible on us huggers, though. But us gamers, see, I'm a hugger and I'm a gamer. It's terrible on the hugger part, but the gamer part, it's like, we were quarantined? What? Huh?
it just flies right by you.
I do just check this out. I do remember I do miss this. There was a time when I was just starting working.
A young lad.
A young lad. I was a young lad.
A young lad.
16.
I was a little young laddie. I was about 16 years old, and we were. I think I just did about 3 accents.
Yes, you
You
did.
did.
I'm terrible at this. Anyway,
Thank God I'm not black. Otherwise, you'd be talking all ghetto over here.
Hey man, bro, you need to pipe down a little bit over there. Give me a second. I'll get you in a minute. All right.
we need to talk about
You know what I'm
that,
saying?
Okay, when you were 16,
All right,
yeah.
So when I was 16, I remember, my schedule was something like I would go to work at Wendy's. No, 16, I was still in school. I'd go to
Yes, you went to
Jesus.
work at Wendy's.
Whatever it was. I do remember there was a time when my schedule was something like going to work at Wendy's. I closed. It was my first job. I would close. I'd come home at like midnight, 1 o'clock after we cleaned up. And me and Mom and I would sit there and play video games, or it was like Age of Empires 2.
Age of Empires. Mhm.
Or whatever the game was at the time. We'd stay up until the sun came up just playing. And we'd like looking out our window like, oh shit.
Oh, God, I got to go to school now.
like we just enter into a time warp. Like I've not had that experience for quite some time now, where you're not like constantly looking at the fucking clock trying to, I got somewhere to be. I gotta, until recently.
Yeah, I was going
You
to
know?
say, I mean, I really haven't had a reason to look at the clock much here lately until today. Overslept this morning, and then, of course, the graduation tonight, and then I've got to help some friends move in the morning. So it's like, man, I'm actually having to pay attention to my alarm clock. I haven't done that. I've been furloughed now since the middle of March.
Same here.
And it's just, this has been wild. And it's been nice to kind of wake up. But has this really changed your life at all? Or do you think all this Corona crap is just bullshit?
I think it's bullshit, but it hasn't. I've always been stuck in the house doing house things. And then I started college, and I started getting used to going out. And I was kind of liking it because I was meeting people and stuff. And then all of a sudden, I'm stuck back in the house again. And it's like, okay, I'll just go back to what I was doing. That was it. I mean, I had to finish college, but which was hard. Because, finding new ways to study, you can't go with your study buddies
You recently finished, though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, congratulations on that. I remember seeing you post something like that on Facebook. So I meant to congratulate your mother.
Finished college or just finished semester?
Just the semester.
Oh,
I start psychology
I take that back.
26th of May. So,
He said, I take that back.
Hey, don't you taking your thank you back?
Congratulations on
Congratulations.
finishing your semester.
I'm finishing my semester, yeah.
Whatever the compliment was you gave me.
The value of it was like severely decreased.
Fine. I'm going to be a nurse. I might take care of you someday. You better be nice.
I doubt that.
That was a lot like getting a chocolate Easter bunny for Easter and then realizing, oh, it's fucking hollow.
Oh, that always sucked, didn't it?
You bought them for us.
No, because that's all they had. If they had the solid ones, we'd have gotten the solid ones.
Wow.
So a new, just since we're on the topic, a new tradition that we started. I don't know if I've told you this or not. A new tradition that we've started. None of my kids really believe in the Easter Bunny. We don't really celebrate it. I don't really given my, I don't really have a reason to celebrate Easter. But what we do for the kids is after the day after Easter or very shortly thereafter. This year excluded because of the coronavirus, but
I went with you guys one year.
Yeah,
last year I think.
Yeah, it was last year. We take the kids up to Russell Stover's and get their discounted after Easter chocolate, and I give them each a budget, and they can go pick out whatever they want. And
awesome.
for like $7 to $10 per kid.
And he doesn't take us.
They
what
come
the
back.
hell?
They come back with just buckets of chocolate. It's ridiculous.
Trying to read some of the comments. What did Becky say? Teaching during this pandemic has been awful.
Are you a teacher? Yeah, I can imagine. I know some of them didn't teach. They just throw shit at you and don't teach. But I had one teacher go online every morning, and I was with her several times during the day. And I told her, my God, thank you for being there and listening to me and, the times of my freakouts and everything. And she's like, it was no problem, I'd listen to her, she'd listen to me. It was awesome having somebody there,
Right.
So She's the reason I got an A in math.
Yeah. Okay. Well, good.
You sure that wasn't a pity A?
Yeah, it could have been.
Who knows?
Oh, that
Wasn't
poor
for
little
sexual
woman.
favors,
Yeah.
was it?
Like she's really
I
struggling.
will
through
not
this.
say. I will.
She's really struggling through this. This girl's having a hard time, panic attacks. I'm going to give her an A. I cannot be responsible for giving this girl.
My God, she's not sleeping or anything. I'm giving her an A. You'll make her sleep.
Rest easy, my child. Take this A. Did it sing?
Yeah, I did.
That's
it.
amazing.
The A sung to you.
Yeah.
Oh, lovely.
You know, I am really proud of you
Thank you.
for like how many adults of any age, once you get to a certain point,
Yeah.
go back to college, go back to try to better themselves, go back to try to make something of their lives. You know, there's this narrative that you hear all the time that women need to they need to go to school, they need to go to college, they need to get the career, they need to maybe hopefully find a man that they like, you know, years later, maybe in their 30s or 40s, you know, and then for some women it's already too late, you know, the eggs don't stick around for that long, you know, they start to dry up. So there's this like this timeline that society expects of young women now. And the idea of a woman like raising a family when she's young and then starting her career afterwards, which in my opinion should be the right way to go about it, like that's just alien to people.
Yeah.
And it stands out as an oddity amongst all the other chaos, you know.
Actually, they said I forgot the word for it. Non-traditional. Anyway, there's more people now going to college at a later age than straight out of high school.
Mm-hmm.
It used to be the tradition. I don't remember what it's called. Anyway, the ones used to go straight out of college.
Mm-hmm.
Straight out of high school.
You're in college,
Into
right?
college, yes.
You're getting this
I don't know how
all
to
wrong?
talk. I don't know how to talk, though. Nobody said I knew how to talk.
Public education.
I didn't take English
I'm
yet.
just as bad as you, so I got no room to talk
English
at all.
ain't till next semester. I took math. So.
I got a lot of words I can't even get right. He doesn't tell me until after the show when it's fear mongering. Is it monger? Monger. Everybody, one time.
Mongering.
Fear mongering.
I just say it my way.
Yeah, that's we're always trying to like if we notice something we're doing, little ticks we do or little things we say, like, you know, I was doing at any rate for a while there. At any rate. It was like
You didn't have to stop doing it though.
Yeah, well, I typically tend to stop doing it and then I'll start slowly
reintroducing it back into the show.
So because I just want to make sure, because I can't even remember what it was. I remember doing this years ago when I was a teenager. Like I would start doing something and saying this whatever the word was. It was a catch word that was like.
Sorry, your father put no child left behind. Yes, that's me.
So it happens every now and again. I'll just get this little thing that just keeps getting stuck like in a groove and just keeps getting repeated and repeated and repeated. I'm like, I'm annoying myself with it. What are other people thinking?
But we got you past the at any rate, and then we're still. You got bad on one show, like with your fumbling of your words was really bad. And then I have a blinking problem. If you ever watch the show and go back in some of the previous episodes, I'm like this the whole time.
Fluttering his eyes at me.
Hey, he was making eyes at you, and you weren't even noticing
sorry,
that you was,
buddy.
he was behind you.
Yeah, he sends signals all the time, and I keep missing him.
And
I'm
then
sorry.
I had a breathing problem for the longest time, but then because he does the podcast, he hears all the background stuff. So he hears me going...
And he was trying to breathe in your ear and be all sexy, and you didn't hear that either.
Or it's the lip smacking. The lip smacking is one.
Now it's the lip
I'm
smacking
really,
that he's bringing up, and I'm like,
no,
oh
it's
my
both.
God.
It's both
I'm
of
just
us.
going to sit here and do this.
No, and it didn't
Start snoring.
I mean,
once.
check this out though. Like I listen to other podcasts, and they talk about how when they go through their editing process, they'll get rid of all those. And there was one particular episode where the editor, had saved all of the lip smacking that came out of an episode and played them back to back to back.
Oh, good Lord.
For a bit, I guess. And it was like, oh, geez, that does wow. Like,
But is that something we've done only recently?
No, I don't think so. I might have just noticed it, but it's just when you start noticing it, you really start noticing it. It's like when you buy a certain type of vehicle, suddenly everybody's driving one.
Exactly.
That vehicle or that color of that
The
vehicle.
exact
that you
same
bought.
year, color, everything. They've even got the tinted windows and everything.
I,
Like, wait a minute, motherfucker stole my truck.
I have to tell you the reason I thought
That is my truck.
I'm gonna change subject on you now.
Change subjects.
I thought when you were bringing up the thing about the game, the Age of Empires, is what it brought to my mind was
I know where this is going.
when
Oh
you
my
were in
God.
your bedroom
I thought about it too.
and I was out in the living room. And you did something, and I was coming back to meet you, and you came out the door at the same time, and
Was
I
he
laughed.
masturbating?
No.
No.
Thank God, no.
No,
I was,
we played over a local area network, right? And I was back in my bedroom, and she's out in the living room playing.
Okay.
And something happened in the game, and her and I both decided to get up at the same time to go to the other one to talk to each other about it.
I met
face
him
to
at the
face.
door.
I was almost out of my bedroom. She met me right there, mom, right there. And she about blacked out. Like
I grayed out.
She's like got like, oh shit! Like she didn't expect a person to be standing in that spot. And like,
I was laughing so hard, I was just like everything went gray.
fell back against the wall.
I can't read that. What does that say? Nothing wrong with a non-traditional. Traditional. I graduated my master's at 35.
36.
That's
35?
35.
Okay, I can't see it. I
got
can't.
20/10 vision.
Sorry,
It's
I can't
35.
see it. I don't have my glasses on. I can't read it.
Sorry. Don't need them.
I think normally we have the size of the font a little bit bigger.
Oh, so normally you're bigger. Oh, thanks.
Yeah.
Be smaller for you. Can be bigger for me, baby.
I told him I'd start shaving my bush and make it look just a little bit bigger.
All right.
So-
Yeah.
He won't shave his on his face, so.
Can you read that now?
Yes, I actually can
Hey,
read it.
there you go.
Thanks.
It's amazing.
It's
It's
still
amazing.
about that much blurry, but yeah, I can
have
read it now.
some control over what I've been doing over here with this little setup. This is great.
So, what do you think of the studio?
I love the studio.
Yeah.
I love the ceiling thing.
The
I know you
rafters?
guys can't see it, but the ceiling, rafters.
Uh-huh.
In the ceiling, of course, it does have track lighting, and you know what they say about track lighting. Is
That's
that track
not track
lighting?
lighting.
That's not track lighting?
No, that's not track lighting.
You know you were thinking about putting track lighting in. I know.
That's recessed lighting.
All right, but you were thinking about it. I can
And
tell.
no, please tell us, what do they say about track lighting?
Yeah.
not
What do they say about track
I'm
lighting?
sensing a slight bit of homophobia in you.
We would like to know.
Yeah, I'm homophobic. Yeah, okay.
Says the woman that wants to sit or have somebody sit on her face. That's one.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Yeah, I'm so homophobic. Yes, they say about track lighting that, yeah, I don't know what the whole thing is.
You like penis in your booty?
Yeah,
Yeah.
probably.
I know a lot of chicks that description would fit perfectly.
Yeah.
A lot of social media influencers.
I don't like the penis in my booty. I just like a good finger. Good
a
finger.
good finger.
tickle.
What's the difference between a good finger
Here.
and a bad finger?
Becky.
I don't know. Oh, wow.
She's like, oh, hell no. No, I'm not coming over.
That would be awkward.
Nothing nowhere. That is not happening.
All right, I think you just gave away a secret.
No, just,
I thought this was Mom Tells All.
I know, right?
Apparently, it turns out it's Anthony Tells All.
Anthony tells all. It's a finger in the booty kind of night.
he's telling Mom everything.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I got it. All right.
See, I couldn't have this kind of conversation with my mom. If I brought her on the show, which she never would come on the show, but if I did, it wouldn't be anything like this.
You
You
don't
know-
think your mom would come on at
No,
all?
I think she would, but our family has way too many secrets.
You know what the great thing is,
Oh,
though?
so
What
Careful.
we got? What we got? What do you need?
Careful. You know what the
Are you
great
gonna talk
thing
this
is?
time? You got to talk this time.
I have to tell you this
Conversation,
before I
more than one
forget,
word.
because I'm an old woman and I'll forget.
Okay, all right.
The great thing is that he could bring his mama on here, and
Oh, yeah,
she
same
would
thing.
be same thing.
She's like the fruitcake lady.
Yeah, me, her. Yeah, it just. She's 20 years older than me. He's 20 years younger, and it just kept on flowing. All that craziness just kept on
Nice.
flowing.
Dad finger has a hangnail.
Ooh.
I guess we now know the difference between a bad finger and a good finger.
What do you think about your
Dad
family?
finger.
They're weird.
You think your family's weird?
Yes.
Like how?
Here we
weird?
go, monosyllables. So that I
Very.
can't even use words.
Okay, you're gonna have to say more than
At
one
least
thing.
2 words this time.
1 through 10, 9.
All right, that was a lot of words.
You know this is not very compelling radio, right? Like, would you watch this?
Yes.
Would you watch this? I'm sorry.
She watches some of the craziest crap on YouTube.
Are you one of those kids that watch other kids play video games?
Yes.
Oh, Jesus.
why?
She watches Vines too.
I don't know.
There's got to be some sort of like pleasure behind that of why you watch that stuff.
Most of the time it's because I can't get the game, but I just want to see the game.
Oh, so you want to see other people play it because you can't either afford the game or you just don't have it, right?
Mhm.
That's what you just said, and I just repeated what you just said. You see how that works? Don't do that.
Hey, can I give kudos to one of the YouTubers out there?
Sure.
Yeah.
Because this is her and Ryan watch Binging with Babish all the time and Walking with Giant or Giants. Oh, they are awesome.
Why does she do that?
I don't know.
She just goes,
Like, what did you expect exactly? I mean,
She's
you've met
12,
me.
for God's sake.
You've met them. Like,
So
what?
retarded. Go away.
when you do that, you just like you're sniffing us.
She is.
You're gonna hold the mic. You're gonna talk.
Yeah, she's like a little mini Joe Biden. You know,
Oh,
Just
yeah.
like
I didn't think about
a
that.
Biden in training. You know. And rather than be a guy who sniffs little girls, she's being a little girl who sniffs older guys. It's just where this is going. I'm sure.
Ew, that is just...
Is that not
Go
what was?
over there.
Is that not what's going on? I mean, did I call that correctly or did I not?
You did. You called it correctly. Yes, you did.
Watch your feet.
There's
Okay, you can
one.
go
So
back
now
over
we're
there.
all distracted by her.
Yeah.
Too much silence.
I did
Hey,
get more
this
than
is
one
Mom
word out of her
tells
though.
all. This
That's
is
good.
Mom tells all, not Leanne tells
Yeah,
Mom
right.
all. Or Leanne could tell Mom all if she could. Don't make me smack you on live TV.
Okay. Well, anyway, that's fun.
So, all right, go back over there.
Then you're gonna have to talk.
Yep. If you're on here,
Yeah,
you got to talk.
You're gonna have to talk and say more than one thing.
Because think about this. I've got like probably at least 100 people watching this right now. Okay.
Hi.
And they're going to click away. They're going to be like, oh my God, this girl is so
This
boring.
child
She said
is
She's only
hi.
got one word at a time. Like, I could speak in longer sentences than that.
Longer sentences.
You're not helping any.
She reminds
Alright,
me a
you
lot
gotta
of
go.
you.
You got to go.
Her personality and the way she likes to joke about things reminds me of you.
All my children are smartasses.
Oh God, yes they are.
Every one of them.
Can you imagine trying to get anything done around that house?
I mean, it'll get done. It'll just take a while.
Yeah. It's like by the time we run out of smart-ass things to say about it,
Yeah, right.
then the task may or may not get done.
Hey, it'll
And if
get
it does
done.
get done, it'll get done in a smart-ass kind of way.
Right. So for those of you that are watching, this is going to be our new setup, or included into our new setup is going to be these recliners.
And they're comfy, too.
They're very comfortable.
If we have guests, we've got plenty of seating now.
Yeah, and we got the green screen going up. Looks like you got the tool to go ahead and bend that bar. So
Yeah.
hopefully next week or so.
I can't wait to get that back out. I really miss that.
I know.
That awesome
We
background.
could do so much with that.
There's just so much we can do with it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway,
There, I burped for everybody, but it was quiet.
that was nice of you.
I know. I could have just opened up and said, blah. Mom would have.
She did earlier at the graduation.
I
It was
did.
like, I was one of the kids.
I am one of the kids. What do you mean?
This is true.
So what all you want to know about Daniel, huh?
I don't know. Why do I have some weird shit on my foot?
He's
Oh,
got
it's
weird
taco
growths.
seasoning.
This is simultaneously the best and worst episode. I'm
It's
just gonna
horrible, dude.
Yeah, I'm just gonna call it for
It's
what it is.
horrible.
It's-
But I
it's
love
like-
it because
it's
your
like-
mom's on here.
Yeah, yeah. That's what I was saying.
And
There's
she's like super cool.
It's like we're gonna have to take clips out of it and just forget that the rest of the video exists.
Yeah. yeah.
I'll chop it up in segments like I do everything else.
It's all good.
We just need a really good soundbite of you saying thong.
Thong.
Say it a little louder.
Thong.
What kind of thong?
A royal blue thong.
There you go.
Thong is blue.
The thong is blue. The
goddamn thong is
blue. Now, is it gosh darn or goddamn?
It depends on what religion.
Oh. Or is it fucking pen is blue?
This is the goddamn pen is blue.
Oh, I know.
Oh, I'm tired.
So we've got quite a long night ahead of us.
You guys do, yes.
Probably. The kids are probably going to want to still do the fire, the ice cream that I talked about. So I believe it's time to wrap this up.
Hey, 45 minutes is not bad with your mom.
Not at all.
I've gone longer with other women.
Thank God it was a long time, because if it would have been one of them 5-minute ones, you know, hell, that thong wouldn't have been worth it. If
You
it
are
had
a
just
real
been 5
trooper
minutes.
tonight, let me tell you.
That's right. That's right.
But no,
Like, not too many
seriously,
people
it was.
not too many people can put up with our bullshit. I'm just straight up.
I tell you
Not
what,
too many
that's the
people.
one thing I love about you guys. We can banter back and forth and just keep it going. It's just good fun, you know.
I
It's,
can't have people around me that I can't banter with, I can't fuck
Right,
around with.
right.
Like, I gotta be able to
Yeah.
dig on you once in a while,
Yep.
for, you know. And you need to dig on me too. This can't
I
be a
do.
one-way street. No, I
the
know
short
you do.
jokes are plentiful, my friend.
They're getting a little old because they're kind of like played out.
Not when you
So
run through the
tired of
grass and the grass tickles your balls when you run through the grass.
That's because I'm an old man, dude.
No, because you're a leprechaun. You're short.
Yeah.
An old
You're
short
Irish.
leprechaun.
Yeah.
Well, he's a Wagner. It doesn't tickle his dick, so.
Oh shit. I'm done.
All right, y'all been
You're
watching.
just chilling over there like whatever.
He's a Wagner too. He knows.
Y'all have been watching the Unframe of Mind show. This has been yet another uncomfortable conversation without a condom. Quite a fun one.
Yeah.
Of course, I never have a condom when I'm talking with my mom. That
Apparently,
would be
she doesn't believe in condoms either.
I don't know.
Right.
Evidently.
mother of 6.
Yeah, and you're a father of 4. So
Father
there
of
you
4.
go.
Mhm.
Yeah. If that includes your mother, then it's father of 5.
That's right. Sometimes I wonder. Anyway, so is there anywhere people want to reach out to you? They can,
No.
say, "Hey, mom, what's up?"
What?
Is there anywhere if people want to reach out to you, they can find you, or
She don't want to be found.
God.
do you just rather not be found?
I'm here.
She's right here.
Mom's
well,
always in the
they know
comment
where-
section
Yeah.
during the
Yeah,
shows.
they know where to find me.
So just look for Mom in the comment section. Just call her Mama Wagner.
Mama Wagner.
But it was nice to finally meet you.
Yes, it was nice
After all
to-
this time, yes, it was a pleasure to finally meet you. Talk thongs with you. It's great. Got to play with your pups and everything.
Yeah, he played with my pups real good. We can turn almost anything sexual.
Hey, come get your wife. He's like,
He's like, she's
Not
your
tonight.
problem now.
All right, guys.
y'all.
We will see you next Wednesday at 7 p.m. Central Time.
No, we won't.
Why?
Sunday.
Oh, yeah, Sunday morning
Mm-hmm.
wood show. Jesus, this is a busy weekend.
Join
I
us.
forgot about
Join
that.
us Sunday morning at 10 a.m. for the Morning Wood Show.
With Daniel and Anthony.
Daniel and Anthony.
That ain't happening.